Which car do you think is faster, my Toyota Chaser or my Cobra replica? Now, I don't actually know the specs of this car. I don't know how much power it's got. I haven't had it on a rolling road yet. It's had some light things done to it, but I have no idea how fast this car should be able to get. This car I have had on a rolling road. It's got 350 brake horsepower, 350 foot-pounds of torque in a 350 cubic inch V8. Only weighs about a ton. The Chaser's about 400 kilograms more. Only light things have been done to this car when I first got it. It's got the air filter, a large radiator, front mount intercooler, and that custom exhaust that you all love. And apparently it's had a stage 1 remap at some point in its life too. And this, as you can see, is kind of stuck in a garage. It's filthy because I haven't managed to get it out the garage for a while and I still can't. So I can't actually do any comparison directly, but I took this to Shelsley Walsh and I basically set a time. I mean, there's a bit of showboating, but I've got GoPro footage of how quick this car got up the hill. And Motul have invited me back to Shelsley Walsh for their own track day so I can see how well this performs in comparison to my Cobra. So I begun the arduous journey to Shelsley Walsh, the oldest motorsport venue in the world to have been staged continuously on its original course. There's so many cars of all calibers, race cars, modified cars, supercars. It's going to be a great day and I am first up. No pressure. So in the Cobra I put on a bit of a show off the line. I won't do that on the first run, but I'll do that eventually. Here we go. So, this is the sighting lap. Oh, it grips. It's quite tight. I can't remember where it goes. There we go. Oh, that sounds good. Brake for this corner just in case. Oh, the compression. It's not going to like the compression. Right, these are the corners that I didn't like before. Whoa. Oh, it's slipperier than I thought. Let's see how fast we can go up the top. 140. I braked before the finish because, you know, it's the first session. Well, we survived. Got a little bit slippery there. Cows! Sighting lap done, all I knew is that the Chaser got to 140 kilometers an hour across the line, so that was an objective to beat. The other objective is to have a nice day and see other cars that are driving up and down. Motul had sent invitations to a wide variety of cars, mostly classics, but even a NASCAR had turned up, although it wouldn't be competing up the hill. But my Chaser was ready to stand in. This is what I've been looking forward to hearing. It sounds like it's completely straight piped, although is there a bit of silencing there? Not sure. It's probably a Rover V8. Listen to this. Yeah, there can't be much silencing there. But the next batch is an exciting one. We've got Japanese cars, R32 and the NSX. GTR. I don't know how much power it's got, but I can assure you it's too much. Here we go. So the nerves are picking up because it's time for my badge. Again, I'm badge A. We've done a few rounds already this morning, so back into the car for a full send. I am first up again. I feel ill prepared, but it's all going to be okay. Come on. Not much wheel spin off the line. Let's go. Whoa, a little bit slippery. I lifted a little bit. Okay, brakes. Hope they work. Now apparently it's a very slippery track. Whoa, traction control is on. I forgot to turn it off. Oh, that's pooped me. Oh, traction control. That's why. Ah, messed up my time. and across the line. Why didn't I turn traction off? It's not the best run. At least traction kind of kept me from sliding around everywhere. What about this Hummer though? What do you think? How do you think this is going to do with the hill? Well, we're going to find out. I'm going to hop into the passenger seat. Obviously it's left-hand drive, so that is here. Never been in a Hummer before.
I can't promise you'll be safe.
Good, good. Well, I'll get my helmet, shouldn't I? Yeah. So it's a 6.2 litre V8, which usually would be exciting, but it weighs about 500 tonnes, so that's not going to be an exciting drive. What is it, 2 tonnes?
3.1.
3.1 tonnes. So this is an acceleration. We are accelerating. Definitely not going backwards yet. Here we are. Wow, it's a narrow course in a car like this.
This is terrifying.
Oh, this is a weird sensation. So that was 40 miles per hour. We managed to top. It's 40 miles an hour still. Oh, it gets narrow. Oh, it gets narrow. At 40 miles an hour.
This is not fun.
This is fun. Right, we're down to 25. That was downshift. Here's the final corner, which is tight. Right, how fast can a Hummer go before the finish line?
50.
We're at 50.
55.
55.
60.
60. Yes. That was 0 to 60 in about a minute.
Yeah.
Well, that was an experience in the Hummer. But whilst the Ultima gets ready to go up again, my turn. Is he doing? So next, it was time to take Brad, the Hummer's driver, out in the Chaser up the hill.
So I've obviously shown you how to go up the hill properly.
Yeah, how to do it properly.
How to do it properly.
Oh, traction off.
So you are going to compete with the Radical.
I'm competing. I'm not competing because we're going to do a flamboyant start off the line. Look at that. I'm excited. Good strong clutch. Oh, I can smell my tyres. Oh, listen to that sound. Jeez. Now we're going to scrape here, so I'm going to, there we go, calm it down a bit. Into the slippery corners. I'm going to go slowly because I'm going to scrape otherwise. Oh, I had to lift off. I chickened out.
He had to lift.
Here we go. What are we going to get to? Not that far. 140 kilometres an hour, that is. So it's not very fast.
That was 140 kilometres an hour.
Oh, dear.
This thing is actually a lot quicker than I expected.
The car was doing so well, it was time to go back down for another run. This is going to be my final run of the day because I don't like pushing my luck. I've had my fun, I've got it out of my system, just one more, and then I might passenger in this Radical. A World Cup Championship car that will be definitely faster than my final run. There we go. Can't remember, is this... Yeah, this is not a flat corner. I can smell the smoke. This is a faster corner than I realise. I can definitely carry more speed into that. Flat through here. Ugh, this is the faster run. These are the corners that kind of get me sideways. I lifted again! I don't have the balls! Come on, let's get it to 140 kilometres an hour. 145 across the line. I don't know if that was faster, but I think it probably was my best run. So those were the times set in the Chaser. Time to enjoy the rest of my day at Shelsley Walsh. So whilst I've called it a day in the Chaser, I'm about to go out in a Radical with Hayden. World champion with the Radical Cup.
Yeah, that's
Radical Cup world champion. Were you 16 when it happened?
17.
You were just 17.
Yeah.
Well, how much power has it got? 200?
235-ish.
235 brake horsepower, I presume.
Yeah.
Up the hill. Let's try and get like 10 seconds, yeah?
Hopefully.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right, we'll give it a go.
Okay, so here we go in the Hayabusa powered Radical. This is going to be quick. I've been told to hold on for dear life. Yep. As you probably would have guessed, the microphone was too windy to pick up any of my commentary, but you can imagine how flustered I was on the entire run up there. I love being able to go flat through there. There we have it in the Radical, a little bit quicker than the Chaser, just slightly. Gonna head back down, enjoy the rest of the day, and then I'm gonna go home and compare the times from the Chaser to the Cobra, because I think they should be fairly well matched. So all that was left to do was see some of the other cars do burnouts off the line. Right, first we have the Mustang Bullet. Now we have the BMW Z3. Oh, bit of a pull. Oh, there's the NSX. Don't often see wheel spins from one of those. I bet you never thought you'd see an NSX do that, or maybe you did. Anyway, I'm going to go home and inspect my GoPro footage, compare it to the Cobra, and see how much quicker or slower this is. It's not starting. Oh, but the tracker. There we go! There we go! But firstly, a huge thanks to Motul for putting on the day. I had an amazing time. They will be headline sponsors at Adam Seafest as well on the 6th of July. Tickets and links can be found in the video's description. So welcome to the edit suite and some very basic editing software. What we're going to do is put the clips into the timeline and start the stopwatch as soon as the car leaves the road. And then at the finish line, it's when the wing mirrors are in line with the checkered flag. So that first one is a 45-second run. So I'll find the fastest of the Chaser runs first, then compare them directly to the Cobra's run. So run number 2 is faster than run number 1. It's 43 seconds. I knocked 2 seconds off. Run number 3 in the Chaser is when I started doing burnouts and stuff, and that's more similar to the run I did in the Cobra, so I think that's fair. Run number 3 was even faster. Is that another 2 seconds? It is another 2 seconds. Wow, I'm doing well. So 2 seconds faster, run number 3. Run number 4 was even faster. 40 seconds. So instead of just comparing them this way, because that's quite boring, I want to watch these 2 times side to side. The Chaser versus the Cobra, split screen. Okay, so here we go. I've got them both in split screen. Chaser on the left, Cobra on the right. Let's go. Let's see which is fastest. So, off the line, both very smoky and wiggly. Oh, the Cobra's definitely ahead. Yeah, the Cobra's into the first corner in the lead, but I think I had more balls in the Chaser because I value my Cobra more. The Cobra's still in the lead, that is definitely obvious. The Chaser's doing well. The Chaser, I'd say, is keeping up. It's not going back at all. So, into this corner, the Chaser's ahead. The Chaser is ahead. No, they are neck and neck. Okay, the last corner, they are pretty much neck and neck. I lifted in both of them. I don't know who's going to win. I don't know who's going to win. Who's it going to be? I think it's the Cobra. I think the Cobra's in the lead. Oh, it's the Cobra across the line by about 2 seconds. Oh, wow. That was close. The Chaser definitely caught up. Let's go back onto the video editor and see a direct comparison in the timeline. Okay, so the Cobra crosses the line about here, and then the Chaser crosses the line a little bit later on at that point. So the Chaser was 40 seconds, as we know, and the Cobra, 39 seconds. There's 1 second difference between the Chaser and the Cobra. So there you have it. That is how the Chaser performed at Shelsley Walsh. I think this car has a little bit more power than I initially thought. So I need to get it onto a rolling road to find out for sure, because this hit 145 kilometers an hour across the line. That's 90 miles an hour. That's the same that the Cobra got. That's apparently the same that the Radical got. I've seen the telegraphic mode thing on Hayden's Instagram, and apparently it's the same speed an 800 horsepower Audi RS6 got as well. So it did very well. I think I was babying the Cobra a little bit more than this, so I think the Cobra would have succeeded a bit better if I'd had a bit more balls back in 2022. But either way, 1 second separating the 2 cars. I think this did a bigger burnout as well, so maybe that could have made it not as good. So I'm just so surprised how well they did. So thanks to Motul for inviting me along in the Chaser. Your next opportunity to see this car will probably be at Adam Seafest on the new date, 6th of July 2024 at NN60AB. This is Overstone Park. There'll be signposts, entrances, all informations are down in the video's description. But for now, thanks for watching.